Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara and this is the Reclaimed Ranch. If you're new here, welcome. I like to do all things DIY. I like to go thrift shopping and then take some of those items and flip them. I do have a couple of booths that are resale in, and so I show you the process on those. And I also like to find pieces that people are going to end up giving away or throwing away and trying to repair and redo them so that they can have a new life. And so if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That would make my day. And so for today's video, I do have some interesting fall projects available. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do some tea towels, and I'm going to be using some IOD stamps. And so stay tuned for those. I'm also going to do, I got on the bandwagon of the pillow pumpkins, those really fluffy, squishy pumpkins. I love those, so we're going to be doing those as well. And so being that it's fall, I don't know how long you've been following, but on my channel, every season I like to do a giveaway. And it's just my own personal giveaway. I'm not affiliated with any of these products that I use, the IOD, DIYs. And this is not at all affiliated with YouTube. So it's just something I like to do for my subscribers. They get to see all the crafting that I do, all the fun that I have, and I wish that for them as well. So for this season, being that it's fall, I did buy the Fruitful Harvest stamp. Now this used to be retired, and so I don't know what happened, but by accident, I guess they made an extra batch, and so it may still be available for you to buy at your nearest IOD stockist, but for a while, it was pretty hard to come by. And so this is just a really cool stamp set. It's got pumpkins, it's got leaves, it's got acorns, and then it's two separate sheets. So then there's apples and wheat and different leaves for fall. You could do so many cool, fun projects with this stamp. And I am gonna also provide one bottle of the IOD black ink and a stamp ink pad to go with it so that you have everything that you'll need to have fun. And so that'll be one. I'm actually gonna do two giveaways. So that'll be one giveaway. And the next one, I didn't use in this video. I hope to use it in the next, but I have to start getting my Christmas stuff out, so we'll see how far that goes. But this is from the new release. It's called Hello Pumpkin. It's an IOD mold. Oops, upside down. You can see there it comes with a big pumpkin, a little pumpkin, a couple of leaves, things to help embellish those pumpkins. It's just gorgeous. You can see all that fun detail in there. You can use clay or resin in these. I really like the resin because, one, I'm impatient, and the resin sets up within 10 to 15 minutes. The clay has to dry pretty much overnight. There is some differences. Air dry clay can crack, sometimes separate a little bit, and then sometimes you get air bubbles in the resin. So there's pros and cons to both of them. I do use both of them, but I am going to send with some air dry clay in this second one. So rules to enter in for the giveaways are you have to be a subscriber, and you'll want to make sure to comment in this video and make sure you put in giveaway in the comments. And if you prefer one item over the other, go ahead and just put it in your comment, and that way I'll try to accommodate if I can. Hopefully we'll not have doubles going out for someone, but if that's the case, then you can just pass it on to someone else and they can have fun using it as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the video and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, so the first project we have in store for today is going to be those really fluffy pumpkins. This is just one that I made real quick, and obviously I didn't put enough stuffing in there, but I got this Sherpa material at Hobby Lobby for 40% off, and it is so soft and cozy. And so we're going to make some of those pillow pumpkins with this. And this bucket is just something I've had down in my stash. Has a perfectly good round circle. I think it's about 13.5 to 14 inches across. And so that's perfect to make a small pumpkin. So I just cut it out, and then what we're going to do is use some, I think it's just upholstery thread and a really big needle. And then we're just going to make a line stitch all the way around. The thing with the thread is you want to make sure to leave a good tail end and starting end point so that you can pull them at the end to start closing the top. And you'll see what I mean in just a few seconds here. So I'm just going to take this needle. Of course, I stab myself a few times because I don't sew very often, but so just be careful when you're doing this. Just go back and forth and back and forth. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull it through at this point, but I'm going to make sure to leave a pretty good length, maybe like 4 or 5 inches on the back side there. And then we'll just keep going around. Okay, and so at this point we're going to take both of those tail ends and just pull, and it's going to shrink that up together to make your little pumpkin pillow. And of course all you need to do after that is stuff it and then tie those ends together really tight, and that's going to close that top part. And then I use some twine to make the grooves in the pumpkin. So I'm just going to tie it once and pull it tight, and then I'm going to turn it and flip it over and tie it and pull it tight again. And then once I do that, we're just going to do 2 more sections. You don't have to do as many as I did. It's whatever your heart desires for your pumpkin. Every pumpkin's different. And then I'm going to flip it and keep going until I'm completely done. And once I'm done, I'm just going to tie it off and cut it. And then you can see some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. So you can take the twine and kind of pull it like I'm doing here and make it more even, or make it however you want it to look. Kind of fluff it up a little bit. And then all that's left to do is put a stem on it. Of course, you can embellish it more than I did. I just like the simple, natural look. See how dang cute these are. I made a whole bunch and put them in my shop, and they're just selling like hotcakes. And on to the next project. It's going to be the tea towels. And so these are the different colors that I used to IOD ink. I made my own orange from the turmeric and the tomato. Just mix those together. And I'm just pulling out the stamps I want to use and the masks so that we can layer them. And I also use the parchment paper to put in between underneath that first layer so the ink doesn't go through to the other parts of the tea towel. Thin mount and place my pumpkin on there, and I'm going to use some orange and some what's that color? I think it's like a grass. It's the green one. I don't know. But then I always instantly take a baby wipe and wipe the ink off of my stamps just to keep them from staining too much. And so we're going to add some leaves. So here's where we use our mask. We're going to put it down on the pumpkin. And this is going to allow it to, when I put the stamp down with the leaves, it's going to act like the leaves are behind the pumpkin. And of course, fall leaves have all different kinds of colors. So I'm going to mix the colors. I'm going to do half of the tomato red and then half of the orange, I believe, or maybe even orange and turmeric. Yeah, this is the orange. just because it represents the changing colors. And I did put a little, the turmeric still looks more like the orange anyway, so it didn't really change that much, but I'm gonna go ahead and stamp that. You want to make sure to put quite a bit of ink onto the stamps so that it will saturate through the fabric. And that's where you're going to get all your details. And you can kind of see from there how it looks like it's behind the pumpkin. So again, I'm going to clean off my stamp. We're going to do the other side. And there you can see, there's my pumpkin with my leaves. Turned out really good. So now I'm going to go in and do another one with the Law Campaign stamp set. This one is so awesome. I love it. Just very farmhouse. So you got chickens and strawberries and flowers. It's just everything a farmhouse woman needs. So we're going to start off with the big rooster. Then it just kind of took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. You can place the stamps where you want them on the tea towel and then just put the thin mount down and it'll pick them up, and that way you can keep them exactly where you wanted them. So I thought the bottom looked a little plain, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw some flowers in there. Why not? Okay, so we're gonna work on the towels that we stamped yesterday. I let the ink set in overnight, and so we're gonna heat set that ink in. And I do have a Cricut press, but if you don't have one of those, you can use an iron and an ironing board just as well. Just turn your heat to your cotton setting and put it on like a medium high heat. And then I always use a parchment paper that I put over the top. And then I'm going to set this on top here. I've got it at 385 for 25 seconds. I'm going to move it to kind of keep it moving so that I get all areas of it. Well, just be careful removing this paper. It's still really, really hot. Set that to the side. And there we have our beautiful tea towel. So it's heat set in, and now people can wash them and it shouldn't fade as much. This stamp set has to be my absolute favorite from the new release they did for Christmas this year. It's called Portobello Road, and it comes with all these different pieces so that you can create your own scenery. So we're going to go ahead and heat set this in. But I just love how you can make your own little shop scene on a main street. And it just has those old time looks to it. The old bicycle, the old clothing. It's just a timeless look. And I love the brick buildings. Move this side over so you can see more of it. I love how you can layer things and not have to worry about them impinging on like each other. So there's little masks in each of the stamp sets that you can put on to keep from having it go through the back side.
And I did use the other stamp set called Rule Scenes. It's more of a toile kind of look to it. It's got trees and dogs and boats, cows laying in the field. It's another one that I just absolutely love. And so I did incorporate some of that into this as well. So like these trees here, this little bush, this dog, and these trees over on this side here were from that set. So, but these lampposts are so beautiful, and they have a different topper if you want a different style. And there's like 4 different types of doors and different windows. And this little bakery is my absolute favorite. I just think it's so adorable. Would love to walk down a street and have something like this that you can go into, buy little pastries while you're shopping. So I just wanted to show you that. I know that this is a limited release stamp set, the Portobello Road. So hope you guys have had a chance to find that. If not, you can check my friend Debbie. She has her shop called Elsie Lane Boutique, and I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And she may still have some, so I know that the Christmas release went really fast and a lot of people sold out really quick. So hopefully you were able to find this set. But anyway, look at this. It's just so pretty. I just love it. So cute. Cute little tea towel. Tell me what you guys think.
And the last project for today is going to be something that I saw from a lady named Tracy from Rural Refurb. She lives in Sussex, England, sorry. And she took some type of plaster and put it on foam pumpkins, and then used some dirt and crushed peppers and nutmeg and cinnamon, all different kinds of spices, and they just turned out so beautiful. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to go ahead and use the plaster of Paris and do some chili peppers and nutmeg. And so this is just going to be the first coat. It's going to take a couple of coats to do this. So I'm just going to slap on the first coat and then let it dry overnight. I do end up putting some of the spices in this first coat as well. But my gosh, you guys, the smell of this was so good. That nutmeg it just gets you in the holiday mood. It was super, super messy to do, however, so I don't know if this is a good... She did this, I think, outside, and so it makes a lot of sense why. I had stuff everywhere in my studio, so... But these just turned out so, so cool. They do take quite a while to do, so it's not something that I can mass produce for my booths or anything, so I just did these for my home decor.
Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. A couple things I forgot to mention is, so this video will be going out today, Friday, and I'm going to wait 1 week in order to do the random drawing. So next Friday, I don't know what day that is. I did not look that up. But anyway, next Friday is when we'll do the drawing. And then you will have 24 hours to email me at thereclaimedranch.com. And if I don't get it within the 24 hours, unfortunately, I'll have to redo the drawing for someone else. But if you do email me within the 24 hours, I will email you back and get your address and all the info that I need to send out your giveaway products. So hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be seeing you on next Tuesday. I'll have some Christmas stuff coming out. So we will see you then, and then next Friday we'll do the drawing. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.